animating with movie clips in Flash as short and sweet as I can make it. Right now all we got is this little frown face, and we'd like something a little bit more sophisticated than that. So the way to approach this is to have movies that tween inside one big movie and put that movie on one frame. So I'm going to make a new frame and call it win, or you win. And I'm going to delete this. I'm going to do a big rectangle to show me how big a space on the stage I've got. I'm going to copy all that and move this into a new symbol, which I'm going to call win. So I'm going to paste it in. And I'm going to lock this layer and make a new layer on which I'm going to put my other movies. So the idea is that this win movie, I don't need this anymore, this win movie is going to be here. But it itself will be animated. But to animate stuff inside it, the stuff that's being animated will have to be symbols too. So I'll just do maybe two different symbols. I'll do a U, and I'll do like U text and win text. So new symbol, U text, and I'll make it U. And then I'm going to do another symbol, win. And I'm going to call it win text so as not to confuse it with just the win. And win. So, on the win, we're going to have the U text, and we'll make another layer for the win text. And now we'll animate these. By the way, if I get over here and keyframe them, you're going to see that I lose my other stuff. So I'll keyframe all the way down. So very, very simply, you put in keyframes and make changes. So I'm on the win, and I probably should call this win layer just to keep track. You know, here's the first state. Here's the last state. Right now they're the same. So I can make any changes I want. Maybe it will become much bigger. You win. And maybe it starts small. So, and maybe angled. Whatever. So the keyframe event happens at frame 14, that it gets big and it rotates. Fair enough. Put in the motion tween, and I've got my animation. Now the animation of win will be different. Maybe what I'll do with that is change the color. So here it's red, and here, when I select on it, I can change the color, maybe the tint, to be green. And I motion tween that as well. It's not going to look great, but anyway, you get the idea. Or any other changes that I wanted to make, like make it bigger as well. And at any point, you can throw in other keyframes as well. So maybe I decide in the middle that the U, well, I don't like that color for starters, but I don't know, maybe it's going to alpha out. So I put an F6 there, and oh, I'm on the wrong one. I'll leave it there. Right, so the U has another F6 here, and I go back to my properties, and maybe I want that to fade away. So again, I click on it, and I go to alpha, for example. And you can play around with any of these things, and it goes down. So what do we got now? The U fades out and changes colors, and so on and so on and so on. Point is that you've got movie clips, the U, and the win text on a movie clip, and so you're able to animate those So now we move this multi-frame movie clip onto the very simply organized 3-frame. Well, it's already there. I moved it on, so it will work right now. In fact, I don't think that I can go to you win though. I don't even know if I have a stop yet. Kind of like to test this out if I can. Let's just see. I'd have to win, so you know what I'm going to do just for testing purposes? I'm going to put this at the front so that it plays first. Just so we can see if this works. Yeah, there it is.